Hey everybody, this is Chris Strickland, and I am here for your Tarotscope for the season of Aries. And this is Mia. Say hey, Mia. And this is an important season because there is a lunar eclipse March 23rd. So your readings and your cards are going to kind of give you an idea of what lunar eclipse will show you as far as your fears are concerned. Lunar eclipses bring awareness to your fears, and they kind of dig them up so you can go ahead and deal with them. It's not a very desired time to look forward to, but it does clear a lot of stuff out, so that's good. Well, let's get started. Since we're dealing with Aries, we're going to go by Mars in the houses. So your card will be based off of where Mars is at in your chart. If you have it in the first house, the first card is your card. 1 through 12, whatever house it's in. So let's get started. If you were born with Mars in the first house, you got the Two of Wands. And that's represented by Mars in Aries. How ironic. And your message is, in order to attain success, you must keep strength and clear vision through steady application. You will mature after the lunar eclipse if you initiate yourself to work through your issues with courage. If you were born with Mars in the second house, you got the Four of Swords, which is represented by Jupiter in Libra. Your message is, peace after pain is the theme of this Aries season for you. You will need plenty of rest and meditation. The lunar eclipse will cause anxiety or illness, which is why rest is important, so be easy on yourself. If you were born with Mars in the third house, you got the Magician, which is represented by Mercury. Your message is, there will be a surge of self-awareness in your soul, focusing on your skills with written or spoken word. A love of new ideas and a willingness to take risk will emerge. This is a good time to mark the beginning of a new creative endeavor. If you were born with Mars in the fourth house, you got the Tower reversed. A sudden disappointing loss will come with this lunar eclipse. Unexpected shock, catastrophe, and shattered illusions are to be expected. However, there will be a flash of inspiration and an opportunity will emerge that will lead you to happiness. And remember that God does not shut a door without opening another one for you. If you were born with Mars in the fifth house, you got the Five of Pentacles, which is represented by Mercury and Scorpio. Your message is, you will also deal with a loss and hardship from the upcoming lunar eclipse. This will happen to awaken your spirit to its potential. You'll be making a new start and regain faith in yourself. If you were born with if you were born with Mars in the sixth house, you got the World, which is represented by Saturn. This is a lucky card to pull. It signifies that you have worked hard and your well-deserved rewards are finally coming to you. This is a time of celebration, spiritual success, happiness, lessons are learned, and maybe travel. So congratulations for staying true to your dreams. Saturn is now rewarding you. If you were born with Mars in the seventh house, you got the Seven of Wands reverse, which is represented by Mars in Aquarius. Your message is, you will have successful change in your work or profession, but first the lunar eclipse will bring awareness to envy from others, your need for competitiveness, so keep in mind that being indecisive could bring failure. If you were born with Mars in the eighth house, you got the Four of Wands reverse, which is represented by Venus in Libra. A creative achievement is in store for you for the season of Aries. Although the lunar eclipse will shine light on delayed achievement, unfulfilled romantic dreams, and the need to guard your finances. If you were born with Mars in the ninth house, you got the Seven of Swords reverse, which is represented by the Moon in Leo. Your message is, in order for you to achieve your objectives, you must rely more on your intelligence. The lunar eclipse will remind you that progress will be stopped if you spend your energy dwelling on past mistakes. If you were born with Mars in the 10th house, you got the Ten of Cups reverse, which is represented by Mars in Virgo. Your message is, during the Aries season, happy family or loving friends will bring you spiritual contentment or satisfaction will come from public work. The lunar eclipse will bring a betrayal by someone close or a fear of showing your true feelings to others. If you were born with Mars in the 11th house, you got Judgment reverse, which is represented by the fire element. You will have to come to an agreement with yourself to learn to live by your own guidelines, rather than living up to other people's expectations of you. You have been too discriminating, discerning, self-critical, and analytical. If you fail to acknowledge your heart's true desires, it will only bring bitterness and a feeling of loss. And finally, if you were born with Mars in the 12th house, you got the King of Pentacles reversed, which is represented by the fire of the earth element. Your messages. During this period, you will learn much needed knowledge of taking better care of yourself and others. You have a tendency to be thriftless, easy to bribe, shallow, and opinionated. So this lunar eclipse will shine light on these matters to help heal those wounds. So that's it. I hope everybody has a wonderful Aries season. Just keep in mind this lunar eclipse is going to be very dramatic and kind of pull up all of our old fears and wash them away, so it's a good thing. But I will see you guys next month for your Taurus Tarotscope. So stay in your heart, everybody.